We got another positive story here. This is one about Simone Biles. So the title of this article is "The Wires Just Snapped." Put this up on the screen. The wires just snapped. Then Simone Biles came back to win Olympic bronze. This is from the Wall Street Journal by Luis Radnofsky and Andrew Beaton, August 3rd, 2021. Again, apologies if I pronounce your name wrong. You got good writing skills. And this is a story about Simone Biles, the Olympics, and mental health, a feel good, happy ending type story. So, this quote from Biles, she said, "Things were just not connecting, and I don't know what went wrong." So, everybody already knows this story, but Simone Biles pulled out of several competitions in the Olympics due to mental health, probably one of the first times in history that's actually happened. Very interesting. And then she came back to win the bronze on the balance beam. So, it's an inspiring performance. Climb back up, baby. Let's go. This is what America's made of. Maybe you think that it's not. And she just felt that her quote unquote body and mind weren't in sync. So, a lot of interpretations about this. This is a very controversial subject, even though it really shouldn't be that controversial that people having mental health issues don't want to participate in their job, but we'll get to that. So, one interpretation is that Biles is very brave and courageous for speaking up about her mental health issues, for not participating in this, or maybe you believe that she is not brave and courageous at all because she quit on her team and because she's privileged. That's probably the conservative viewpoint, but it's probably a little more nuanced than that. Another interpretation. Maybe you think that this is a newsworthy story because it is inspiring and it's a celebrity and we should all care about celebrities and what they're doing. Or maybe you believe that this is not newsworthy. I shouldn't even be covering this. This shouldn't even be in the news because, sports aren't important or because you don't like sports. Interesting perspective to have. Another interpretation is that mental health issues should be talked about more. People should be getting more time off on their job because of mental health issues. Or maybe you believe that mental health issues shouldn't be talked about. People should just keep it to themselves and suck it up and move on. I'm not sure that's going to help society evolve and grow to love and peace and fifth dimension. Nah. Another interpretation that you could have is that Biles made the right choice to quit on her team for the team's sake and her own safety. Or maybe you believe that she let her team down. Maybe you believe that she let herself down. Maybe you believe that she let her country down. Maybe you believe that she let you down and you're very mad about that and you just gotta rant about it. Some people just gotta rant about it. Maybe you believe that Simone Biles is the GOAT. Or maybe you believe that this tarnishes her legacy as one of the most decorated U.S. Olympians of all time. Maybe you believe that Michael Phelps wouldn't have quit in the same situation, but again, it's not really comparable because of how insane the jumps they do are and how actually dangerous gymnastics is. It's crazy. Maybe another interpretation, kind of a meta interpretation, is that the Olympics are exploitative and dumb in the first place, so we shouldn't even be supporting them. Or, just relax and enjoy the sports or don't. I honestly didn't watch that much of this Olympics. I'm just kind of bored by the Olympics. I don't know. Again, that's just a personal interpretation. It's a personal opinion. Another interpretation about this is that every single person should have free and reliable access to a therapist if needed. Or people should have to pay, or it's somewhere in the middle. Maybe people shouldn't even have access to therapists. Maybe people should just have access to close friends and family, but not everybody has close friends and family that they can talk about these issues with. I just know that when I was going through my mental health issues, depression and anxiety, I didn't really feel like I could talk to anybody about it because there's such a large stigma around these issues. And one of the things that I respect about this is that Simone Biles is using her platform as one of the most famous athletes in America to talk about these mental health issues. So now they're a lot more on the horizon. They're a lot more on people's radars, and some people actually believe that they're a big deal now. Interesting. Another interpretation that sports stars should speak up and speak out about mental health issues because they're role models, because they have the potential to help thousands, hundreds of thousands, or even millions of people that are suffering through these things and think that they're all alone. They could be helping the youth. They could be helping older people. Or maybe believe that they shouldn't, that they're just sports stars. They shouldn't be talking about politics. They shouldn't be talking about mental health issues. Maybe that's what you believe. Again, I can't tell you what to believe. You gotta think for yourself. And the last interpretation that we could get from this is that more of us should speak up about mental health issues because each one of us, even if we're not a celebrity, could make an impact in somebody else's life, maybe help somebody who's going through depression, anxiety, or some other mental health issue, help them seek help them speak up and feel as though that they are normal, because we all go through these things to help break the stigma. Or maybe you believe that mental health issues are made up or not important, but let me know what you think about this. Very nuanced, very interestingly, a very controversial subject, even though it shouldn't. Is Simone Biles brave? Did she let her country down? Is it somewhere in between? Let me know what you think. Should mental health issues be more talked about? Should people get, paid time off from work for mental health issues? Again, I talked about this in a previous episode about the whole magic mushrooms possibly curing depression and anxiety. Should this stuff be more talked about? Let me know down in the comment section.